welcome back to Daily Flash. Mitch and Jess in the kitchen with you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my, this makes us official. Well, now that the leaves are starting to turn, all the fall festivals will be kicking off. One of the best fall treats at any fall festival is candied apples.
Oh, yeah.
We love those. And there's something special about a candy apple in the fall. The sweetness of the candy coating with the crisp apple. It makes you feel like a kid again.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this.
And no matter what you put on the apple, if it's candied apple or if you want a caramel apple, a little trivia first for you. The very first caramel apple was actually created way back in the 1950s when a Kraft Foods employee, his name was Dan Walker, he discovered that the recipe, after experimenting with some leftover caramels from Halloween, so he melts them all down, he starts dipping them in apples, and as they say, the rest is history.
You know, and candied or caramel, or is it caramel? I always get that confused. I'm starting to trouble.
I don't know, when I say caramel, and then I think I'm saying it wrong, so I'll say, well, it's caramel.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I just say it's good.
It's good. It's
really good.
And then you go up to the west coast of California, and there's Carmel by the sea, and then so I always said caramel.
It's just really good, all right? So the apples are probably one of the easiest to make, and it gives you a great opportunity to get the kids in the kitchen for some fun. So we're going to do this, Mitch.
Yes, we are going to do this. 2 kids in the kitchen right now. We're going to make what it's called Fall-Licious caramel apples, or caramel apples, whatever you want. Here's what you're going to need. First off, you can get you some store-bought caramels. Werther's works the best and tastes the best. That's our suggestion. You also want to get some Granny Smith apples. Or any kind will do, but Granny Smith has the best because it's a little tartar, and that clashing with the caramel, with the tartness of the apple, actually kind of works together. You want to get some heavy cream. If you don't have that, don't worry. Use evaporated milk.
Okay, good.
Then you want the toppings like nuts, crushed up Oreos, sprinkles, whatever you like. Little trivia on Granny Smith apples. They were brought into the United States back in 1836 from Maria Smith, and she had a basically apple grove and such. And all the kids, she would give them to the kids, so they called her Granny. So they all became Granny Apple Smith.
What a great story!
Apples,
a
Granny
great story
Smith apples.
To share too when you're making this.
Yeah. So know a little bit about what you're making, right?
Exactly. So are we ready to do this?
We're ready for this.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing you do is you want to get you a bag of the caramel. The Werther's actually taste the best. Once you get that in there, put them inside of a bowl.
Okay.
Use about 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. Or if you want to use the
so not too much.
Right. Not at all. You're gonna see the little pieces like this together. And it's gonna be kind of weird. Give it a little bit of a mix. You want to throw it into the microwave.
Gotcha.
And this is what makes it easy because it's only a 30-second recipe. And by the way, I feel like a little kid reaching up into this microwave. Anyway, so we want to put we're going to put our microwave, we're going to write down, and we're going to put 30 seconds up on the clock. And there we go.
Good
now,
job.
And power level's 10. All right, and now it's started. There we go.
There you go. Okay,
while
now we prep.
While that is going down, we got to prep the pan.
Yes, so we have the spray butter. We've got the parchment paper.
You want to get parchment paper on here. And just give it a little spray. And again, you want to get
You don't
something
want to go too crazy either, though, because you don't want to affect the flavor.
It's gonna
yeah,
wind up
exactly.
too.
So I'm just going to put a little bit just because.
A nice little fray. Now, another thing you're going to need is some kind of stick to poke them in, because we're obviously going to be able to do that. You can also use, like if you're making those popsicles, keep in mind that they're a little thinner, but you got to cram them in there. So that's probably going to be the hardest thing to do out of all of this.
And you can have fun with this. I mean, you can get ones that have like little designs on them, like you're getting ready for Halloween and all that fun stuff. So
and if your kids are the type like mine are that wouldn't eat the bruised apples, like if they
right. Some kids are picky.
You go, throw some caramel on them. Right. You're not going to see it, right?
Exactly.
All right. So we're waiting for this.
Okay, so we're waiting for this.
We're waiting for it done.
Okay, it's almost ready.
So we pull it out.
Okay, here we go. All right, wish us luck. I think we got this.
All right.
Oh, it smells so good.
Doesn't it? It's great. We were talking too about something that I didn't realize until only a few years ago. But if you use a condensed milk, you can turn it into caramel or caramel, whichever way you want. Yeah.
Caramel.
So
nice.
if you're running out of that, or you don't want to get the Werther's, you can use evaporated milk. Go online to figure out how to do that, because I don't know how long you're supposed to do it. And it comes in a metal can, so you can't throw it in the microwave.
But I wish there was technology where people could smell through TV, like how. Go for it. How good it is. Ouch. But it smells so good. So we got to work this.
It's one of those flavors that it automatically gets you hungry.
Okay.
All right, we set aside different toppings that you want to put on. Again, keep in mind what your kids are going to like. Get you some Oreo cookies if you want. peanuts, you got some graham crackers. Your best bet for these is to get a Ziploc bag, put them in there, and have the kids just punching on them.
Right, keep them active, be a part of this.
Yeah, well, they love breaking up stuff, right?
Yeah.
Here you can say, look, all right, I'm gonna let you break this up.
Okay.
So simple. The rest of the process, extremely easy. You know what to do, right?
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready for it. So we'll both get us an apple.
Okay.
All right,
so
make
we
sure
dip.
it's in there. Oh, and by the way, I should back this up. When you do get the apples, you want to make sure you clean them. Anytime you get apples, make sure you clean them. Wash them down. Make sure you pat them dry as well. Another hint that you could do is get a spray of half vinegar, half water, spray it down, and then wipe it down as well.
Oh, that's a good tidbit.
That obviously,
okay, all right.
All right, we'll just dip it in here. You don't want to get the whole thing in, just maybe about half of it, so at least they're getting some of the apple goodness out of all that.
Ooh, okay.
And you can see already. Now, another key thing you're going to want to make sure that you do is you don't have that little tail, but you don't want to just push it down into the bowl. Okay. You want to barely just want to go do it. The reason why is if you push it down, it's going to look like smashed on the bottom.
Yeah, it's almost like you got to do like
exactly.
It's like a little dance with it, okay?
Do a little dance with it. And you know, again, since the kids are involved, you're allowed to do whatever you want and make whatever you want.
And since we're feeling like kids today, I mean, I just love all things
Isn't that
fall,
great?
man.
Now, these are roach turds, by the way. I don't know.
Are they really? Okay, all right.
It's nothing better than on apples than roach turds. They look like it, though. All right, now we put them in.
Right here.
Put them set them inside there.
I will.
And the next part, obviously, is you want to make sure that you put it in the refrigerator
on
that parchment paper.
Yeah, not for too long. Only 30 minutes. You know, you'd think it was like overnight. I mean, I was under the impression. But no.
I'm loving this. All right, and then we'll do this, and then we'll let you put them, and then we're going to try. Now, I had the dentist, and my dentist said you can't eat anything, so I'm going to get a knife.
Okay, I have a knife for you. Don't worry. I mean, a Puerto Rican with a knife is dangerous. But there you go.
Here we go. We'll try this up.
Let me see. Go ahead.
I'll cut you. Do you want a slice?
Yeah, cut me a little piece.
I'll get you on the good side right here.
All right, here we go.
There you go, my lady.
Thank you so much.
And now you got candied apple, caramel apples. Bon appetit. More flat.